This is my acceleration graph for acquisition decks in ABA 636. My first target deck was my lowest scoring section on the mock exam. It was Section D, Experimental Design. My second deck was my second lowest scoring section. It was Section G, Behavior Change Procedures. The data for both decks shows an upward trend with low variability. I reached aim for each deck within the first week. This is my graph for the fluency decks. The first deck was the fluency deck for ABA 634. The second deck was Section D, Experimental Design. The data shows a high level with low variability. My study plan has shown to be effective for both decks. I reached aim by the end of each week. My study plan involved using study mode and SAFMEDS to slowly read each card in my head and say the answer aloud, giving myself as much time as I needed to respond. I repeated this as many times as necessary until I got the answer for every card correct. Then I used study mode to answer the flashcards as quickly as possible, as if I was preparing for the timed mode. I did this 1 to 2 times before beginning my time trials. In previous courses, I implemented an intervention to only take timings 3 times per week if aim was reached by the end of the first week. Less study time was a highly motivating reinforcer for me. Since this was only a 4-week class, each week began a new deck. I was not able to implement my reinforcing intervention, but knowing that I only had 1 week to reach aim before moving on seemed to be enough motivation for me to be successful with reaching my objective of reaching aim for each deck. No study adjustments were made during this class. I plan to study every section of the task list before taking the BCBA exam. I only passed Section A, Philosophical Underpinnings. This tells me that I need to study every section, not just my lowest scoring sections. I plan on preparing for the BCBA exam by rereading the summaries of each chapter of the Cooper book and taking various mock exams until I consistently pass them.